ఏపీలో మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా కాంప్లెక్స్ లెవెల్లో జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఉపాధ్యాయుల శిక్షణ వివరాలని పూర్తిగా మనం నమోదు చేసి భవిష్యత్తులో ఏ టీచరు ఏ కాంప్లెక్స్ లో ఎన్ని రోజులు ట్రైన్ అయ్యారు, అసలు ఆ టీచర్ ట్రైన్ అయ్యారా లేదా అన్న విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకుంటారు. కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు ఈ కాంప్లెక్స్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు ఉపాధ్యాయులందరూ కూడా ఒక అటెండెన్స్ రిజిస్టర్ తీసుకొని ఆ ఉపాధ్యాయుని యొక్క పూర్తి వివరాలు, ట్రెజరీ ఐడి, యూడైస్ కోడ్, మొబైల్ నెంబరు, ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి అన్ని మీరు ముందు రిజిస్టర్ లో అన్ని కలెక్షన్ చేసిన తర్వాత అట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద కాంప్లెక్స్ మీటింగ్ మనకు సిఎస్సి పోర్టల్లో ఈ యొక్క టీచర్ ట్రైనింగ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ లెవెల్ ని అప్డేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది.
Yes, so within the teacher training support system, firstly we need to feed in the details of where the trainings are going to happen. So it is basically about the venue. What is the venue where you are conducting the training? If we are talking about school complex training, let it be any school where we are conducting, you need to feed in the details of venue. I'll go one by one, and then we have the add resources component again to give the system a data on people who are going to conduct. So here you need to feed in the details of the participants, the teachers who are going to participate in the school complex level trainings. So for them directly we can fill in the treasury ID, and then automatically this whole data will be auto populated. Then we have the training creation form. Why there is a training creation form? Because right now we are not calling it as a school complex meeting, we are calling it school complex training. So when we are calling it training, so every school complex training which are going to happen in the state from now on we need to create it from our end. So training creation form will help us create the school complex level training for July month, for August month, for September month, and goes on till the academic year. So every month we need to create this so that we have the data with us. Once these three are filled, then we can map and go keep this particular training center and this NTR district in this particular school, how many teachers attended. So then this mapping form will help you. I'll go one by one. This is a basic briefing which I'm giving right now. Later on, ask them to mute, just don't talk. Yes, so basic details right now I'm talking about teacher training support system venue. So venue mein we have given two options. Since the school complex meeting mostly going to happen in the school, it will be with UDICE code. Once you need to enter your UDICE code of the school, district where it is going to happen, let it be NTR, and then the venue name, which will be the name of the school, then the address and training type. Training type, because since it is a school complex one-day training, it won't be a residential, so you select non-residential. And then the Google Map locations we have already given. So directly you can click on this and get the link from where the school, your school is located at. You need to copy this link to in this block where you will have the. I'll just give you one example. So in this here, you need to figure out the schools which you have. For example, I'm selecting somewhere in Madu Road. So I'll copy this link. I'll go to my platform. I'll copy this. Why this is important, I'll explain later. Here we are asking about the venue capacity. For you at the school complex level, it will be the number of the teachers who are attending the training. Let's say around 50 teachers are attending the training. We'll click 50 and submit it. So this is just about the venue details. And not every time you have to fill in venue details, which is a good part about this platform. Initially, for this July month, I think you need to create your venue and even the training creation form. This venue details and adding of participants, you need not do every month. This is just one-time activity, just to give the system your whole data. Later on, every month, you just need to create the training. And we will be taking a detailed session also. So once you create a venue, it's in the system, you go to resources. So I am again emphasizing, you need not create again and again until and unless your training center, your school complex training centers are changing. If it is a changed location based on the situation, then you have to enter the venue location. Otherwise, you can't map. So when we say add of the resources participants, as Durga ma'am already told, that we have the teachers with us, right? So we have the treasury ID. So all the teacher data is mapped with this platform. Once you enter the treasury ID, this whole data will be auto-populated. So once it is auto-populated, you can click submit. If it is not auto-populated and maybe there is some glitch or some gap is there, kindly fill the data. And everything will be in caps. So kindly fill in the data, don't leave it blank. And you can't even leave it blank because everything is mandatory. So if it is a mandatory situation, you can't fill up the data until you can't submit the data without filling it. So this is the participant detail form. So whoever is participating, please fill in their details. This is one, and participants I mean is the teachers who are attending. Secondly, I will also emphasize on creating a data for your people who are, for example, in school complex, we are right now looking at expert talks. So expert sessions when we are conducting at a school complex level, or we are seeing people from your nearby district or location who are coming to take a session for teachers. Let's say on adolescence issue, they want to take a session, or how to, on school safety, they want to take a session. The person who is not from the government system but from external organization, you just go to resource person and create their details, because it will help us keep track of the people who visited also. So in this, you select the non-treasury information because they will be out of the system from education system. So you can directly go and pick up their location. Let's say the person is traveling from Guntur to NTR right now, the person's name, wherever they are working, their designation, their phone number, email ID, not necessarily the bank account and IFSC details you need to fill in here. So this is just because all the, if any external person is visiting your school complex. So this is regarding the venue. Once you create venue, your resources, then you go to training creation. And we will be sharing a manual also we are trying to create, where we will put in screenshot from one step to second step, how to go and how to add. That details will be shared with you. So let's say training type, so this is a training creation form. This is something which you need to create every month for your school complex training. So once you go to training type, we have given an option of school complex training. So you will select it. Once you select the school complex, you will automatically get the UDICE code for that particular school complex. Fill in the details of your UDICE where this training is going to happen. Then the training mode is of course non-residential right now. And then the sector is our school department. Module, mostly it depends, it would be the mix of everything. But if it is about the academics, we can select it. If it is about leadership, that is also there. If we select all subjects, if it is subject specific, just a second. Subject specific training, then this will happen. Just a second. Let's always get stuck at this. Just a second. Yes. So in description you need, don't write too much, just 1 or 2 lines. Key school complex training for the July month, 40 teachers participating, something like that. Just in 1-2 liners you need to explain. Here, don't leave it blank. Again, it is a mandatory option, you can't leave it, but please fill in important details so that it can help us track the data. Training name is a school complex training. Need not fill in everything. School complex training dash your particular location, from date, which could be your, right now I think tomorrow is the school complex training, then it would be 25th and 25th deadline. Head of the accounts department, if it is linked directly to you, please fill in or put Samagra Shiksha. An estimated budget, I think here Prasad sir can tell if they are supposed to write or we can write. And then course director and something which we will remove for you as a mandatory option. Here you can put it. And then the training agency, there are many who are in your agenda right now. You just put others and add Samagra Shiksha. So don't select anything, just write training agency mein others and put Samagra Shiksha for you. Like this. Just a second. Yeah. So this is how the training creation form you need to add. Once everything is uploaded, please submit it. Once you submit it, in this portion you will get the venue details. For example, if I entered the NTR venue, it will pop up here. You can select it and again submit, so that this training and this venue will be mapped and locked. So these are the 3 steps. We will be sharing the details with you in a form of a document also. Once you create any training in the system, your training will get an automatically generated code. So which will be a unique code for the school complex training. It will pop up here. Then you have the venue details which you will once fill in, because I have not submitted here. So once you fill in the venue details, it will pop up here. You select it, JPHS NTR. Resource mapping, whatever you want to select. For example, it will come course director, participants. You select participants. Once you do it, you will get the resource list. So you need not every time prepare the details in form of Excel and submit it to department. From here, if you fill in the data, you just have to download it and submit it to the department for records. So both the tasks are done. It's online also, it's saved, and at the same time you can get the data for your proceedings and further process. So this is something till here I would like to explain it to you. Later on you can just see your training creation report also for your own reference. And even to download and submit if needed to the department.